Oh, one person viewing. Is anybody actually on, or is it just lying to me? Hi, Ruru. Oh, nobody's actually on. No one may actually come on for this live, and that's okay. Be an interesting little adventure out in storm damage land. I'm being followed by a rooster and a kitty, and now they're gonna. Awesome. I know it's a random middle of the day live, and again, nobody's even on, but that's okay. Still in shock, a lot of shock actually, with the damage that happened here over the last couple days. Well, Thursday night, rather. Oh, I got a like. Who's in? Is somebody here? Hi, Sampson Farms. Hi, Butcher Baker and the Queso Maker. I'm gonna try to extend my tripod here. It's pretty cool. It's a selfie stick tripod, so that people can see behind me. That is a lot of tree. In case you didn't know, I haven't posted anything on YouTube yet, besides this, about the damage that I had. I also haven't been this close to it all. There's pine tree. It's crazy. Wow. I haven't been in it this far yet, guys. Back there, all the way back. We'll go over there in a second. What else am I seeing? Hi, Two Wild Onions. How are you? Way back there is my compost bin, which I cannot get to currently because, well, there's a tree in it. And then, I don't know if you can see behind me, way back, like in this gap here, this is a path that goes from where I'm standing to the horse field. Yeah, it's kind of insane. It's been nice enough out today that it's kind of starting to dry up a little bit, so I should be able to make it over here without too much trouble. Oh yeah. Check that out. Right there. That tree right there is now over here, I'd say that's a good 12, 15 feet probably between the two. Wow. And here's my compost bin, which this tree has settled. This tree right here has settled more since the damage, since the wind blew through, and is actually causing more damage as it settles. That's crazy, guys. Like I said, I haven't been out here when it's really been nice enough to see what's going on. I don't know who's still on, but I appreciate you. This tree here snapped off, got caught up in that tree up there, and then fell backwards, destroying the other side of my compost bin. And now, let me see. Right there, this white post over here, that is... Okay, let's see if this fires back up some. I'm back live. Apparently I got out here and everything was like, no! Okay. Well, I'll hold here for a second. Here, hold on. Let me extend you out on my fancy tripod. Oh, hi, I got two people again. All right. It's really not too terribly windy, and I'm happy with that because you guys can hear. This here behind me is a grass lot for the horses. And you can see over there the corner post of the main pasture, which got snapped off by a humongous treetop. And then down further as we go, you can start to see, let me see. I gotta try to sneak down this path here. Hold on. Alright, there's the fence post. This right here is all treetops. There's another broken fence post in this area over here. Not that you can really tell where I'm pointing. And then down further, there's a gigantic section of tree broke off onto the fence. It's pretty insane here. All trees, it's just absolutely unreal. I gotta try to sneak back up here. Oh yeah, trees are gonna be real rough on that fence. I'm so not looking forward to that. We're gonna see about maybe contacting our insurance company and see if there's any sort of kickback for all this tree damage and wind damage. I don't know if it'll be worth it with the deductible and everything, but we'll find out. Just wow. This right here, right here. This is the end of my compost bin, and it runs, let me see, straight across out this way, and the tree is completely in it. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, it is a hot mess, Mom. Let's see. There's a pine tree there that used to have a top. There's there was a pine tree here. There's not a pine tree here anymore. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Um, oh, this guy right here, he scared the crud out of me because Thursday morning when I left the house, I thought he had left. He hangs out in the garage. He's old. Um, but I thought he had left the garage. So by the time I got home and all of this bad weather blew through, I didn't know where he was. And when I got home, I didn't have power. So I really thought that he had been outside in the storm. And I was scared that I wasn't ever going to see him again. But he was in the garage the entire time, thankfully. This tree. Look at. Wow. That's fun. Um, the place that I work is a woodworking facility. We have lots and lots of different customers, and we do classes. And one of the classes we do is bowl turning. And it just so happened that this weekend, well, these cats always land on their feet, right? Oh, goodness. I'd have been so scared if he was outside. But we had our one of our bowl turning classes this weekend, and I talked to the instructor because that big tree is a box elder, and I asked him, I was like, hey, have you ever worked with box elder? And he's like, yeah, I prefer work with it when it's green, in order, basically fresh. And I showed him some pictures of that tree, and he's like, oh wow, so do you want me to make you a bowl? And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. So out of all of this, I've got lots and lots of firewood, and I'm gonna get a bowl out of a really cool tree. Here, hold on, let me see if I can kind of start to show you as I'm getting up into here. There's more damage, just all kinds of tree branches. It was just absolutely unreal. Right here, this patch here, that's actually a berry patch, and no branches landed in that, so that's pretty cool. I'm in here. Behind me, right over my head, that's a treetop that fell off. So that's pretty cool. The amount of damage that I got is pretty unreal. But in it all of my animals are okay. Look at the sunset going down. Look at the sun going down behind me. How cool is that? All of my animals are okay. How big a piece do I need? We'll talk about it when we go to cut up that tree, because it's got to be a funny cross section of the tree to do with the bowl. And then I also talked to the guys who have a sawmill and kiln today about possibly slabbing that out or turning that tree into some actual boards that are usable. So we'll talk about all that when we're like in person looking at stuff. But like I was saying, when it comes right down to it, I'm okay. All of my animals are okay. Even the goofy cat who is still right here with me. Maybe he'll turn into my kitten George. Anybody who watches Roots and Refuge knows who Kitten George is. Um, Even my rooster who doesn't go in the pen at night, he's okay. There was no damage to any of the buildings, so that's awesome as well. I just, I ended up being real lucky. It could have been a whole heck of a lot worse. Kitten George is a mini lion. I have a house cat that's got a lot of hair like that, only she's a tortie. She's my cutie. Um, yeah. What, Ruru? He's a goof. He dances for me. He's like, "Hey, lady," and I'm like, "No, dude." um, so basically, a lot of projects that I had planned, like the chicken coop and stalls and that kind of stuff, garden beds, those are going to be put on hold for a little bit. But I don't have anything major that I've got to repair, thankfully. But it is a rousing like 32 degrees out, and I've got to do chores, and all the animals are telling me that. So I'm going to get off of here and go feed everybody, and then probably feed myself because that's not a bad idea. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping in and talking